On the night before Christmas, the Church does something the world no longer understands. She becomes silent, not because joy has faded, but because it has not yet arrived. This is not the feast. This is the threshold, the final stillness before eternity enters time. While the world fills the darkness with noise and haste, the Church pauses. She lowers her voice, slows her steps, and waits. She knows that God draws near not through urgency, but through reverent stillness. This silence is deliberate and sacred. It teaches that the mystery of salvation does not burst into the world by force, but enters quietly, asking to be received. A vigil is not waiting without purpose. It is watchfulness. It is the posture of the soul that remains awake before God, attentive in the night, prepared for His coming. From the beginning, God taught His people to wait in darkness. Israel waited for deliverance. The prophets waited for fulfillment. Faith was formed not in excitement, but in endurance and trust. So on Christmas Eve, the Church keeps watch. She does not distract herself. She does not rush toward comfort. She remains still, as if listening for approaching footsteps. This night gathers together centuries of longing, promises spoken by God, hopes carried through suffering, and prayers whispered by generations who waited without seeing fulfillment. Kings have risen and fallen. Empires have passed away. Yet the promise remained. God would come Himself to save His people, faithful to every word He had spoken. Now history stands still. Time itself seems to pause, for the moment foretold by the prophets is about to unfold. And how does God enter the world? Not with thunder or spectacle, not with command or display. He comes quietly, poor, and hidden from the eyes of the powerful. Reverend Leonard Goffine teaches that God chooses humility so that only the humble may recognize Him. Those who live for noise will not hear Him. Those who seek splendor will not see Him. The world sleeps, unaware that eternity is about to touch time in silence. This vigil is not only about Bethlehem, it is about the human heart. Christ still comes quietly, and He still knocks without force. He does not demand entry. He waits. He waits for humility, for repentance, for a soul willing to make room in silence. The question of Christmas Eve is not whether Christ will come, it is whether there is room for Him. The Church falls silent to teach us how to prepare. Silence purifies desire. It strips away false joy and exposes whether the heart truly longs for God. True joy requires preparation. Detachment clears the heart. Recollection makes space for grace. Without silence, joy becomes shallow and fleeting. Without the vigil, the feast loses its depth. Without preparation, Christmas becomes noise without meaning. On this night, the Church calls the faithful to prayer, to confession, and to interior stillness. The soul prepares best when it turns away from excess and toward God. Families are invited to gather not only around a table, but around prayer, to lower their voices, to lift their hearts. Each soul is meant to become a manger, simple, empty, and ready to receive Christ. Midnight approaches. Darkness still covers the earth, but it is no longer empty. Light is near, and the silence grows deeper. The Virgin waits. Creation waits. Heaven leans close to earth as the final moments before the Incarnation pass in stillness. Watch, pray, adore, for in the silence of this night, God comes.